Order, Bill will be presenting his 9th speech from The Confident Communicator while working on Chapter 8, Getting Comfortable with Visual Aids. Bill will be speaking for 5 to 7 minutes on problem-solving strategies in his speech entitled, The Problem with Chicken Nuggets. Please help me welcome Bill to the lectern.
Thank you so much. My biggest problem with schooling when I was younger was only something I realized much later on. When you're in school, tests look like this. You know, you get a whole sheet of problems, and if you get a few right, if you get a few wrong and you know most of the answers, you tend to do pretty well. But if you don't know most of the answers, you tend to do not so well. What this teaches us is that it's important to get the right answer. And I agree with that, but when I got to college, I studied engineering. And the makeup of the tests completely changed. They started looking something more like this, where you would spend an entire semester studying a subject, and then your final exam would be maybe 3 questions. And out of a 30-point question, the answer is worth maybe 1 point. Because the answer is considered trivial. What they're really looking to test you on is, do you understand the concepts we've learned? Can you apply them? Can you come up with a problem-solving strategy? Because the strategy is much more important than the answer. If you know the strategy, you can apply it to any similarly situated problem. If you just know the answer, then you're left in the dark to hunt around again. Let me illustrate this with a scenario. Let's say you're driving down the road with your family in the car, and it's just about lunchtime, and you say, "What should we have for lunch?" And an exultant cry erupts from the back seat, "Chicken McNuggets!" And you say, "No, no, 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 no. We are not getting chicken McNuggets. Because every time we do, there's 1 or 2 left over, and they find their way into the car seats, and I'm the one who finds them a week later. And do you know what the Carolina sun will do to a chicken nugget after it's been baking for a week? It gets even harder and mushier at the same time, and I don't even know how that's possible." But they say, "Please," and you say, all right, fine, but here's the rule. We are going to order the exact number of chicken nuggets. Everyone is going to say what they want to eat. We're going to order that exact number. And then everyone's going to eat that number, and there's going to be no leftover chicken nuggets. So how many nuggets does everyone want? And you know you'll probably have about 8, and your wife wants 7, and your daughter wants 5. Your son says he wants 13. And then from the back seat, another voice says he wants 14. And you turn around and you say, you see it's your friend's dopey friend, Petey, who's in the back seat. And you say, "Petey, when did you get here? You weren't with us at the beach." And he said, "Well, I heard you guys were getting chicken nuggets, and my mom said it's okay if I come over for lunch." Right, fine, Petey. You do a little bit of math, and you say, 47. And you say, 47? Can we get 47 chicken McNuggets from McDonald's? See, here's the problem. They only sell their chicken McNuggets in boxes of 6, 9, and 20. 47. I don't know. There are certainly some numbers you can get, like 6 and 9 and 20, but also combinations thereof, like 15. But there are definitely some numbers you can't buy at McDonald's, like 1. You can't buy 1 chicken McNugget, or 5. What about like 47? What about 113? Are there higher numbers you can't buy? It's a problem. So you pull into the drive-thru and you take out a sheet of paper and you write out a bunch of numbers and you say, let me try to figure this out. I know I can do 6, and I can do 9, and I can do 12 and 18. Oh, I forgot 15. Oh, wait, this isn't working. I'm just kind of hunting here. All right, 6 is the smallest size box. Let me reorganize my numbers, because it'd be nice if I could say I can do 6, and if I buy another 6 piece, I get 12, or then 18. Actually, this whole column is all the 6s. Well, that's easy. I know anything that's a multiple of 6 I can get. I can also get 9, and then if I add a 6 piece onto the 9, I get 15, and And because I arranged my data in columns of 6, just by moving down a row, you're just adding 6. So I can do 15, or I can add 6 pieces, as many as I want. So I can do everything in this column. I know I can do a 20 piece, and I can do everything in this column. So I'm really just looking for a number in the column that I can do. And if I can get a number in a column, I know I can do everything below that. What this also means is I don't really have to worry about the 6-piece nuggets when I'm trying to figure out combinations in my head, because you're not going to jump columns by adding a 6-piece, you're just moving down rows. So that eliminates 6. So all I have to worry about is 9s and 20s. And actually, because 9s and 6s are both multiples of 3, 9s don't really get you much mileage. You see, 2 9s is 18, but that's already in the 6 column, and 3 9s is 27 back in the 9 column. So we're really going to lean on the 20s here. All right, so what's 20 plus 6? Well, that moved us down. Well, what's 20 plus 9? That's 29. All right, we can do that column. Can't really add more 6s. How about another 20? All right, 20 plus 20 is 40. There we go. We can do those. And 40 plus 9 is 49. There we go. We can do any number of Chicken McNuggets larger than 43. So we can do 113. We can do 9,001. We can do any number. We can do 47, which is 1 9-piece, 1 20-piece, and 3 6-pieces. So not only have we arrived at the solution here, we know we can do 47, and we know what our order is going to be when we get to the front of the line, but we've come up with a system to solve this problem. And we can solve this for any number of Chicken McNuggets. And then if your daughter pipes up and says, I want a Happy Meal, and you say, Happy Meal? Those come in 4 boxes. Well, this is a different problem, but if we apply our strategy, we say, all right, let's organize our data. We're going to do 4 columns, because now 4 is our smallest number. We can do 4 in that whole column. We can do 6, obviously. We know we can do 9, and 6 plus 9 gives us 15. So anything bigger than 11 we can do in McDonald's. So what I'm saying is, when you're facing a problem in the real world, life is not like, trying to get 47 out of 50 questions right on the elementary school math test. Life is about trying to figure out a solution to attack a problem. And if you find a solution, you can not only attack that problem, but any similarly situated problems, be it chicken nuggets, donuts, or pizza. So go forth with the knowledge that you can tackle this, and you will never have a chicken nugget stuck in your car seat again. Mr. Toastmaster.
Good job, William. Can we have a timer